Hey, welcome back to my channel, you guys. So what you're looking at right now is my current laundry room. It tends to get really dusty and dirty because the cat litter box is not covered, and it just tends to be just junky in general. So I've been wanting to find a way to get it nice and organized and make it so that the cat litter is not just getting everywhere. And I don't really have much of a choice as far as moving the cat litter box, in case you're wondering. It really needs to be there. So anyway, so you're going to watch me get everything all good and clean. And then after that, we will go ahead and get started, and I'll show you the renovations that I'm making on this. So right now we're just getting everything cleaned up, and then that way we can come in for getting the new countertop and everything put in. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. So I'm recording on my phone, and my ring light is very precariously on the tripod right now. So if it falls down, please don't judge me so harshly. But I wanted to jump in here before we get to the after and kind of explain how we did the renovation, because basically I did a lot of filming on us getting the room cleaned up and everything, and then I basically just cut out everything else apparently. So I don't know if it's because I just got busy and forgot to turn the camera on. I don't know, but I wanted to jump in here and then say basically what we ended up doing. So a countertop specifically for this room, because I wanted it to be quite wide. I wanted to cover all the way up to a little bit over the washing machine, and that was gonna end up costing quite a bit. And I didn't really care if it was super like sturdy. I know that sounds crazy to not care that it's sturdy, but I figure the only thing that's really going on it at this point is just like laundry soap and stuff like that. So I meant I didn't like, no one's gonna stand on it, for example, or anything like that. And we did brace it, so I feel like that's perfectly fine. So anyway, basically what we did was we went to Home Depot. I got just a basic piece of wood, or what I'd be MDF, I believe, because it was very cheap and it was just really large, and we had them cut it into a couple of pieces, one being the dimensions that we needed for the room, and then we had extra, and then we also got a thinner piece of board, like a really thin piece of board, and then my husband used that to build a cat litter box enclosure. So basically my goal of this whole situation is just to have the cat litter box not get dust everywhere, and I feel like because we didn't have a top on it anymore, and if you're wondering why we just didn't buy a covered litter box and like just that would solve the problem, boy, that would have been cheaper. Not that this was super expensive, but that would have been easier for sure. But the problem is the fact that my laundry room is not super big. It literally has just enough room for the washing machine and the dryer and the cat litter box. And the cat litter box, a normal size one, doesn't fit. Like this one, we had to basically just cut a regular plastic storage bin and just shove it in, and it barely fits. So we can't really do a covered litter box. I looked into different sizes or like different designs, and it never really worked out. So this is kind of the option we had to come up with to fit the laundry room. And if you're in a similar situation where you have just kind of a small room that your cat litter box is in, or you're trying to find storage options, sometimes you just have to build it if it's not available, which is pretty much what we had to do in this situation. So he basically just built a box all the way around except obviously the front so they can get in, and then we just put the cat litter box in there, and then that way it has a pretty good amount of coverage as far as not having cat litter dust flying everywhere. I mean, I'm sure there's some still coming out of the front, but it's not as bad as the previous people that had the house. They tried to fix the house up. I say it like that because they didn't know what they were doing and they tried to do everything themselves. Like, not that I don't, but like, I mean, they just really did a lot of shoddy work. So they put new flooring in the laundry room, but like the laundry room flooring wasn't tacked down very well. So right near the garage door, there was just a giant gap there. And then the cat litter from the cat litter box was getting under the gap. So I would have to go in there and vacuum it out. It was just really annoying. And I'm like, why is the linoleum lifting up? So that was something we fixed as well. So that was nice. I re-vacuumed everything out. The linoleum got tacked down thoroughly. The laundry room door was just filthy in general. So I spent a bunch of time cleaning that. Just a lot of like miscellaneous things have been bugging me. I'm just like, oh, I'll just deal with it later, you know, kind of thing. So I dealt with all of that. So I did have some organizers that I purchased on Amazon, some little drawer organizers. So you'll see those. I put all the really commonly used like laundry stuff on the top, you know, like your dryer sheets example and wool balls and all that stuff. And then on the bottom, I put, what was it? The laundry soap that we obviously use every time we wash the clothes. That's like just sitting there, which is fine with me. I dusted everything down and I reorganized the cabinets as well. That part you guys didn't see, but I'll show you what the results of that look like. So that's that. But so anyway, the board, actually all the supplies for the litter box, the board, as well as the covering that goes on the countertop, all of that was under $40. So this was like a super cheap budget fix. And that also included us getting some caulking for the flooring to kind of fill in that spot, and like some sort of glue to put the flooring back down and make that good again. So that was like $40 for the whole project. So I was very impressed, very happy with that price, because I was thinking it was gonna be more than that. And then as far as the coating goes, I just did some contact paper, excuse me. I was trying to find some like nice looking marble contact paper because, you know, I'm like obsessed with marble contact paper. At the same time, I feel like it looks really good in there because it goes well with the yellow of the walls and also the white cabinets. So you will see the after right now, but I just wanted to kind of explain what was going on and also give you a price breakdown. So if you're trying to do something similar, that it's doable. So I also hope that this gives you guys some inspiration. So if there's a room that you guys have really been working on, like either fixing up or just cleaning, that you guys can know that it doesn't necessarily take a large amount of money to get that room fixed.